the final portion of this before we close the show.
Yeah.
Talking about the future of the band, I'll give you my thoughts.
Yeah.
There was a big thing that I think they mentioned something about they were going to retire, not tour anymore. But I think that it was kind of exaggerated a little. I think they were just saying is that they're getting older. They're going to reach a point where they're not gonna have the energy to be running around on stage all night. So they're gonna probably like stop touring at some point. They didn't really say next year. They didn't say, in 2 years. I think they just said that, they're getting old. These guys, I guess they're in their 60s. I don't know if Steve Harris might even be 70 for all I know. But they're getting older, but they didn't say they're not going to record. They might record another album. They might do more live albums, but I don't think they're not retiring anytime soon. So that's my thoughts. I don't know if you what anyone else thinks you can.
We'll put it to you guys in the chat, and also I'll make a clip of this. So if anyone's watching the clip of this, put it in the comments as well. What you think as well. My thoughts on that. Basically. Yeah, the fact that they're getting a lot older now and they're probably going to start slowing down. But I have a feeling that they'll probably carry on touring. Probably not in the same way as like Ozzy, where we'll probably just carry on and like we had with that discussion where he'll probably carry on till he passes away. I think Iron Maiden will probably carry on touring until they literally physically can't do it anymore, and they just think, you know what, because they set such a high standard for themselves as well. The minute that standard starts to drop is when they'll probably think, right, we can't keep this level up anymore. Yeah, maybe we should start thinking about maybe doing like one more tour and then calling it quits. Go out, because that's what I think. Well, that's what I think about when I think about Iron Maiden. They literally set such a high standard for themselves with their shows, and with everything that they do, pretty much. So I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, the minute that they start dropping from that standard is probably the day when they decide like they're going to stop. But I think between now and that time, they'll probably just carry on. They probably won't do massive world tours like they have done, even though I'm pretty certain they're doing a tour because they're playing in London in July. Fortunately, I'm not going, but I think they'll carry on touring, but probably not to the extent that they have done. They might do one more album. I mean, they don't have to. It's not necessary, but I mean, for all we know, maybe Senjutsu is going to be the last one. We don't know. But
I mean, I would think making an album is probably easier than touring,
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like when, these singers get older and, they still want to make music because that's really all they know what to do. I think we're going to get more solo albums, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I heard that Bruce is working on a solo album, and I think we have Smith Cutson. They'll probably do something else. So I think we're going to get more solo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed
Steve
to
Harris as well. Steve Harris has that band called British Lion as well.
Yeah, that one too.
So he'll probably carry that on as well.
Yeah, we're going to get more of that because that's also a different. They play different types of music. It might,
Well, yeah. Smith Cotson's like blues rock, and British Lion sort of more like hard rock, old school metal.
Yeah.
So that's something that I didn't think about that they probably would like.
I mean, I find a lot of like the aging rockers, people like these vocalists who have been in like either Black Sabbath or Rainbow or those older like early 80s, 70s bands, they end up like doing these different projects and because it's just maybe like they get older, they're slowing down, they're interested in different stuff. So,
Yeah,
I think we're going to see more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to go through a couple of comments, what some people have been saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Simon said, I think they'll have another album out by 2025, possibly. I mean, you never know. You never know. They might do another tour and then think, should we just do one more album? Let's, put one more album out, and then they might do one more tour, and then they might call it quits after that, because that'll probably be like 2027 by then.
Yeah.
And you got to think, if they're like in their mid 60s now, they'll be sort of early 70s then. Who knows what might happen between now and then. Slow down. Yeah, they probably will just slow down from touring, to be fair. Maybe it'll be their last for a while. Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, they have been doing a lot of, Adrian Smith and Steve Harris. They've been doing their own solo projects. Bruce is doing another one as well. Will be Money in the Bank. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's it. They sell out every time they do a tour. They sell out. So, I mean, that would be. I mean, they would probably get one massive earn if they did decide we're going to do a farewell tour and retire. They would literally, every show would be sold out. Every show would be sold out, because it's like last time see Iron Maiden ever. I definitely want to go. I would definitely want to see Maiden before they retire. If that's one more time, then that's one more time. But yeah, I definitely would love to see them again before they retire.
Yeah.
They should do a cover album. Oh man. Maybe. I don't think they ever have. So yeah, that'd be interesting. So the last album we're ever going to do is a load of, like, I don't know, whatever covers, probably a load of 70s rock bands, I'd say. Depends on how you. Oh yeah, but I mean, have you seen them running around the stage? They still like. I know 2018 was a couple of years ago now, but still, when I saw them in 2018, they've still had so much energy, running around the stage, and like they're still in their prime, and they're still killing it live as well, man. Yeah, it would be. It probably. I think if they did a farewell tour, if they announced that they're retiring and they're going to do, one more tour, every show would be sold out. They probably would make the most amount of money from a tour ever in the history of tours. Okay.
I don't think I heard that one. They have a really good cover of Cross-Eyed Mary by Jethro Tull.
Oh.
I think it's actually better than the original. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they have taken good care of themselves. That's especially like Steve Harris, because he's a big football guy as well, likes playing football. He kind of keeps himself fit and still likes to play football.